Shout out to all the supporters of Tupac Was Lyrical. This right here is a requested Cash App video from my man Gainland. It's a song I never heard before. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be real. I haven't heard every song that Pac is featured on. Salute to my man Gainland for putting me up on it. Y'all ready?
Cuddy's powered by the counter style art. Got me twisted, mouth caught, killing murders. The brothers getting further. Got my pencil for utensil. This'll keep they mind knowing. Spot some thugs out the club, and they got they nine showing. Dirty flipping schemes, what are my dreams playing? All this, a lot of blacks like now, but coming back around in 96. All I got is my six, my track crew, and my mother make these police wonder. How is we so undercover? Never been to lover, but America had broke my heart. I was told to tear about this before this tear me apart. Eat these scrap black tracks, free milk and cheese. While the jab stack scratch with the Vietnamese. But I finna squeeze that G's, the level on the track. A young player Mac, hit the buzz, spit a rap. It's just that feeling that I have with children. All ages and levels, but these crazy devils trying to kill them.
I gotta survive and try to stay alive, ho. Smoking that dank, deal with the pain. I gotta survive and try to stay alive, ho.
My nigga Ray Love, when'd you get up out of the pen, man?
June 2nd, 93, y'all return to the street. Did 2 months in the county and up to the peak. Now the cops keep watch, cause they know that I rap. Tell the world that I'm a gangster, cause I ride with a strap. But I ain't so gangster, just a young nigga caught up in this struggle. Born hustler, going for the jugular. Out to take the beast down, peace now. Might be too late, the focus on high. Drop up thunder, murder, great Kool-Aid. Would love to catch a player, slip and take me down and book me. Guilty as charged, hit the switch and try to cook me. Silence the nigga for the shit I'm spitting. I know I'm scary, you're a poison you created in the veins of America. Miseducated, incarcerated, institutionalized. That third strike or ever gang of them rollers dying. Ain't no love where I'm going, no love where I'm coming from. Remember me, that real ass nigga you been running from. Got us sprung off the cocaine and the welfare, while the black babies die without health care.
I gotta survive and try to stay alive, ho. Smoking that dank, deal with the pain. I gotta survive and try to stay alive, ho. Smoking that dank,
all the way live.
Now how could I pledge allegiance to a racist ass flag when the rollers at my door with a 44 mag? Got my mother spitting drag bout I ain't home. Got a double homicide warring on my door. I hear 'em pushing in the door. I grab my Mac with the twist and through the back window, and like a G hit a fence, I'm thinking about my fuck. Getting sick for violation, folks and punk police. The devil still at my throat. I peep a group of 10 trying to get information. I threw the clip in the Mac, start letting no frustration. It's better than incarceration any day. We gon' die anyway, so if I go, I blast and call it my fate. I got niggas in a pen like my cousin Pug, lunatic insane, and my partner T Love, big time Ray, Kill Kurt Mac Dre, Cleat Jamal Diggs and Blue Bonnet, man.
survive and try to stay alive, ho. Smoking that dank, deal with the pain. I gotta survive and try to stay alive, ho. Smoking that dank.
Now I've been called a crook, a killer, a thug, a no good dealer of drugs and blood of cuz. Doesn't matter what set you was, cause where I'm at, if you black we strap. As long as keys make G's, these thieves attack. And ain't no rules on the streets these days. Motherfuckers better watch they back and take it easy. I'm living in the danger zone and learning lessons from the game. It's on, niggas was gone when the frame was on. I'm getting threatening, wrong head. Stay ghetto in heaven or do I go to hell? See, seems I was sentenced to death, taking my steps with my head down, while pouring liquor for my niggas cause they dead now. My memories since I was a little C was a penitentiary full of niggas like me. These cops can't terrorize us, they despise us niggas cause we on the rise. Plus everybody searching for a piece of the truth, and the youth turn the streets into a piece of Beirut. And the truth is
Turn the streets to a piece of Beirut. I can't front. Number one, I gotta start off by saying that beat was fire. That beat was fire. I didn't do no research on this joint, so I don't know what year this came out. I'm assuming the way Tupac was flowing and rapping, it sounds like some got Ray Love on it. But still, that sound like some 96 Pac. That sound like some out of prison Tupac. The way he was flowing, he's turning the streets into Beirut. You know what I mean? That the whole joint was fire. What I didn't like though is I think when the brother, I believe it was Mac Moore. Pardon me if I'm incorrect, because I wasn't too sure. I'm not too familiar with the other brothers like that. I never heard of Young Lay. I definitely heard of Mac Dre and I heard of Mac Moore, but I don't know their voices like that. And I heard of Ray Love from back in the days with Pac, but I'm not too familiar. The only distinct voice I recognize is Pac. But the verse that was right before Tupac's joint, they switched the beat up. And I didn't like that switch up. You know what I mean? Like that, I like because it came back to the beat. But I'm just glad that, Pac didn't rhyme on that particular beat, whether that Mac Dre or Mac Moore rhymed on, because I didn't like that switch up. Although I get it, songs do like that. That's some real hip hop shit. It just didn't complement the song quite well the way I would like it to. But the way they was just flowing to that beat was fire. That beat was fire. Somebody should take that beat nowadays and, you know what I mean, and do something with that shit. That beat is fire. And the way Pac killed that shit, that would have been the beat I would have loved to hear on any album by Pac where he gave us 3 verses to that joint. That joint was fire. That beat was crazy, man. Like, yo, I can't even lie about that one, Gainland. Word is bone. Like, I don't know how much more, what can I say about it? You know what I'm saying? But I just appreciate you putting me up on it. They all spit it, though. They all spit it. That West Coast, it got that West Coast flavor to it, but it got that, it's just fire, though. That beat was fire, man. I got to do my personal research and just find out who produced the song and the whole lineup and stuff like that. But I just wanted to give you a genuine reaction to the song and stuff like that. So, I don't know if there's really a need for some lyrical breakdown or whatever the case may be. But, yo, that joint was fire, man. And, yo, Pac verse was crazy. Pac verse was crazy. I'm going to have to, you know how I do on Tupac Was Lyrical. I just play the verses. I'm going to have to take that verse and just put it when I do another verse, because that verse deserves to be highlighted. That verse deserves to be highlighted. The way Tupac was flowing and the way the engineer or the producer broke the beat down with certain Pac words, and how Pac ended that shit off saying turning the streets into Beirut or something to that degree. I know I heard Beirut, and we know Beirut was, from what I understand, was violent than a mug. So that was just fire, man. That was fire, bro. Word is bond. Besides that only part where the beat switch up, that song is fire. That song is fire, man. So, yo, salute to Gainland. Thank you for the requested Cash App video, brother. I appreciate that. Salute.